There is a recording artist by the name of Taylor Tay Swift that you may have heard of. She's I don't know what, a country singer, a pop singer. She's made I don't know how you categorize her. But she's made a couple of real good songs. Very, very popular musician. Well, it turns out she's based as against the advice of her father, who I can't really hold it against him because he's advising his daughter not to anger a bunch of psychopaths. Against the advice of her father, she made it a point to speak out against the growing fascism in America, the growing hate group that is the Republican Party. Brian Tyler Cohen did a report about it. I saw the Tay clip, not what Brian Tyler Cohen had to say. I wanted to say that for y'all. So here's an amazing clip of Taylor Swift, followed by some commentary by Brian Tyler Cohen. Let's see what we can do about this.
We've not got involved with politics or religion.
Yeah, but this is on the home front. And also, back in the presidential election, I was in such a horrendous place that I wasn't going to pop my head out of the sand for anything.
Why would you? I mean, does Bob Hope do it? Does Bing Crosby do it? Does Mick Jagger do it?
Hell? Come on.
No, what I'm saying right now is
Bob Hope and
First
Bing
of all,
Crosby.
these aren't your dad's celebrities and these aren't your dad's Republicans.
Imagine if we came to you and said, hey, we've got this idea that we could halve the number of people that come to you next tour.
And the other thing, just from a security
So
standpoint,
you think
Taylor Swift comes out against Trump.
I don't care if they write that. I'm sad that I didn't 2 years ago, but I can't change that.
That is a GD role model. Hell yes. Yeah, you can't just stand there. I know, people don't like celebrities talking about X, Y, or Z. Well, guess what? You can't just stand there being immune from reality because you have so much money and fame and let the rest of us boil and call yourself a decent person. I get why her father's, I can look at her father charitably, let's say. That's his baby girl, and the Trump followers are a bunch of terrorists. I understand. But Taylor Swift is a grown woman who, in that clip, in the first 45 anyway, is acknowledging the danger, is acknowledging the hit her career might take, and is saying, nonetheless, there are things more important than my fame, my money, my place in American pop culture. There's people that are actually suffering, and goddamn, am I proud of that one. Well done, Taylor.
I'm saying right now that this is something that I know is right, and you guys,
Boom.
I need to be on the right side of history,
Yeah.
and if he
Boom.
doesn't win,
Yes,
then
you
at least I tried.
So
Yes.
here's the problem.
I just want to read you what I wrote, and I'm going to try to start. I just really want you to know that this is important to me.
I
And this
totally
is something that,
agree with the issue, but
have
let
you
me explain
heard
to you.
hers? Have you just
Yes,
heard?
I've read the entire thing, and the bottom line right now, I'm terrified. I'm the guy that went out and bought armored cars.
I worry for her safety as much as anybody does. Maybe more.
It really is a big deal to me. She votes against fair pay for women. She votes against the reauthorization of the Violence Against Women Act, which is just basically protecting us from domestic abuse and stalking. She thinks that if you're a gay couple, or even if you look like a gay couple, you should be allowed to be kicked out of a restaurant. It's really basic human rights, and it's right and wrong at this point, and I can't see another commercial and see her disguising these policies behind the words Tennessee Christian values. Those aren't Tennessee Christian values. I live in Tennessee. I am Christian. That's not what we stand for. I need to do that.
I mean, come on. Go Taylor Swift. Hell yes.
I need you to I need you to forgive me for doing it, because I'm doing it.
You don't need him to forgive you, Taylor. I understand he's a father, but my God, get that hug. There you go. No forgiveness necessary for Taylor Swift for standing up, for being a decent human being in an era where you can be excused for just hiding. That's some Dolly Parton level bravery, and I commend it.
This is Taylor Swift in footage from her 2020 Netflix documentary talking about how she's determined to speak out against Republicans and their extremism, particularly Donald Trump and her home state Senator Marsha Blackburn. Swift later endorsed Blackburn's Democratic opponent in the 2018 Senate race and then endorsed Joe Biden in the 2020 race against Donald Trump. And let's just say Marsha Blackburn didn't take too kindly to that.
If we have a socialistic government, if we have Marxism, you are going to be the first ones who will be cut off because the state would have to approve your music. And, you know, Taylor Swift came after me in my 2018.
What the hell is she talking about? The state would have to approve your music. Garbage.
Campaign. But Taylor Swift would be the first victim of that, because when you look at Marxist socialist societies, they do not allow women to dress or sing or be on stage.
Shut up. Oh my God. Tell you what, let's just talk about this on the other side. I don't need to hear Marsha Blackburn rattling on about nonsense. I was there for Tay-Tay. Have you noticed that whenever the GOP talk about socialism, they don't actually talk about socialism? I'm convinced that most of them do not know what socialism is. I'm convinced that at least as many don't believe, or at least a significant chunk of that number don't believe that it's a real philosophy. And I think it's extraordinarily telling that they don't actually deal with the nuts and bolts of what it involves. They only talk about what they believe it looks like. They're like, oh, socialism. Listen, who wants to wear fur hats? See, it makes no sense, but that is how they view these things. Kudos to Brian Tyler Cohen for sharing that. I mostly wanted to share it with you so that you would have the opportunity to reach out to Taylor Swift on social media and tell her, atta girl. She did a hell of a job. There are, she's from the South. She got her start, at least to my knowledge, in an extraordinarily conservative wing of entertainment. For her, it's a bigger deal to stand up against Republicans than it is for Killer Mike, because people buy into Killer Mike's act knowing exactly where he stands. Good for her. Hell of a good job from Taylor Swift. No notes for Tay-Tay. Go tell her on social media that you approve, if you, in fact, you do. Let's see what y'all have to say.